Peace and high frequencies, y'all. So yeah, I got a little time today. a little time. So I'm going to tap into the dream space and talk to you about that, because it was some keywords. Anytime I have words and symbolism that pops out to me in a dream, I really want to share that, and I don't know what it all means. So hopefully the sharing, the more we share, the more we can get in information on what all of these symbols and dreams and meanings and visions and trans situation and these clear moments that we receive. We'll be able to dive deeper into an understanding of the world around us, and the world that's around us is the same world that's within us. So as within, as without, as without, as within, as above, so below, all of that, we are interconnected. And so I want to tell you all first, happy 7th month of this cycled year of 2022. Something about September, I don't know what it is, but ever since like June, July, September has been screaming to me like September. So I'm opening up the way. I'm allowing the way to be open. And Papa Legba, Sebek, Eshu, the opener of the way, the energy force that brings us to the crossroads that we go before to ask to clear the way, to see if the way is open for us to move forward in our endeavors in this life. And we take in that Heteru, that Oshun energy. We take in that loving energy, Erzli Freda, all of that energy, those entities, those deities that live and thrive within us, of visualization, joy, happiness, seeing it, getting that image in our head of what we want to bring forth into this reality. And we take that vision and we really just make it a part of who we are. We couple that with the feeling, all right? Because that Oshun, Erzli Freda, that Heteru energy is all about the feeling, the sensuality of it. They're the sensuality energies of that emotion, along with the visualization. Because once we see it, we put that emotion, and then we bring it forth, okay? Where as long as we're in alignment, Ma'at, and the scales are balanced, as we brought it forth, and we bring in that Tahuti wisdom energy, we are slowly raising ourselves up on the scale. So and we start off at the Geb, all right, at the very base, just the material of it all, being in this earth plane, all right. And then we connect that, of course, with Aset. Aset puts us in trance. When we're in trance or we're in meditation, we're calming down our energy. We're bringing our body down to an alpha state. We're bringing our heart rate down. The beats per minute drop. All right, we're in a calming state, where we're in a medium state of a meditative state, so we can be able to call in that visualization and have of Heteru and the opener of the way, which is Sebek, to bring those things up to Heru, right? Heru, the energy of Heru, y'all. We are Heru, right? The Eye of Horus, we can see, because we have used the lower part of the tree, of the Pautneteru. We have used the lower part of the tree to raise us up, and now we can be in balance with Tahuti and Ma'at and Sekert. All right, so we're looking at the higher part of the tree and the Harukahuti, that judgment, that fiery energy. Can't forget Harukahuti. All right, and we're ascending to our God nature. We are ascending to Asar. All right, Osar or Osir. It just depends on, in the AAS, you probably say it a little bit different. I still say Asar. I know people say Asir. So we are ascending to our God nature, you all. And that's what I am feeling, that completion in September. I had to go all through that because I'm feeling that completion here in this 7th month of of this 2022 year. And I'm just using myself for example. I don't know about you. I can only talk about me. I know this year has given me some struggles. All right. And it's not like it hadn't been any struggles that I can't overcome, but this year has really put in my path who I am. All right. And what I need to tweak in my life that's not, helping me and furthering me on my path. Right. So there's things that just aren't, meant any good for me, that I had to see it, and I felt it, and I had to change it. It just put it right there in my face, like I'm watching a movie. It was like, this is you, change it. And I changed it, because in this year it wasn't giving me the opportunity to just go along to get along. This shit is done. All right. And so I saw me and saw who I was, and I was like, oh, let me change this and let me change that, and I did it. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 right now, y'all. That's beautiful. Ashe, 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 oh. And so I saw it, and I changed that, and I released those people in my life that I loved. It was people in my life that I love. It was relationships of people that I felt like I dearly loved, that I released. It was parts of my thought processes and who I am that I had to let go. And I'm still working, but I'm further than I was January of 2022, right? So I've gotten further on my path just by adhering to the messages while I was in my onset phase of 2022 in trance, and recognizing those things that I needed to change, because it starts to come up when you're in trance. Those things you need to change and release and let go, you see it, okay? Because you're in trance, you're in meditation, you're seeing these things and you're letting it go. And then you come to the crossroads, right? And I did, and I came to a crossroads where I had to make a decision, and I had to let this shit go. I had to come to a decision where this is not serving me in any type of way for my highest good. So I got to let it go. I got to let you go. I got to let you go. I got to let that go. I got to let this thought process go. I can't do those things anymore. I can't be nonchalant on my goals and my progression on my spiritual walk. And we cannot be nonchalant on our goals anymore. And I'm speaking to myself. I cannot be nonchalant on my goals anymore. And that's every aspect of my life. That's every aspect of my life, y'all. I cannot be nonchalant on my goals. Okay, so I had a call. So anyway, going into the dream, now that you understand where we are in our progression up the tree through these different months of 2022 in this 6th year. And we've had a lot of wonderful cosmic things that happened this year. These super moons, these sun flares, we've had, I think we did have an eclipse or a couple of eclipses this year. It's been some magical things that have been happening in the cosmos, the various trines and, I don't know, sextiles and all these magical things. I'm not an astrologer, but I try to keep up with astrology. And so I listened to all these different things. Of course, I had the dream about the pink moon, and we just got out of, I think, a new moon. And we're getting ready to go into, I believe, the harvest moon that's coming up in September the 9th or 10th, full moon. And so all of these energies are for us. When we talk about magic, when we think about magic, this is us utilizing our earth tools in this realm in order for us to bring an awareness to ourselves of the power that we have in here. The cosmos is in here, and the cosmos are out there, but the cosmos that we are more connected to is within us. So all of these full moon energies and all this I would say eclipses, and these that 888 portal and the 666 portal, June 6th on the 6th of 2022 is 666. All these different portals that we have and these energies are giving us the opportunity of what they call magic for us to bring the awareness within ourselves of who we are and utilize that to shift the paradigm energy in our reality, changing our world, creating our world here while we're here. We can change. We can change our job. We can change our mate. We can change our housing. We can change our circumstances, where we live. If you want to be, I don't know what this is. Okay. If you want to live, in Africa or on the equator or in Switzerland or wherever the hell you want to go, you have the opportunity to change it. All right, and be wherever you want to be and do whatever you want to do. And this is what's coming to a head here in September, the 7th month of raising to Asar. I feel like we're raising to Asar energy. And so in the dream space, I'm going to go ahead and go into the dream realm because I was working with some people that I knew, and I'm always working with people or, part of a group or something. And it was a school that we were in school to do different things. There were a lot of people. It was like we were in this room and people were going around saying who they worked for or what they were going to school for. And this was what was interesting. The word Vizio, Vizio. A lot of people were saying that they work for Vizio. Now I'm going to tell y'all this. When I woke up, I'm like, Vizio? I think Vizio is some type of technology, or they have some type of television or tech. I think I've seen Vizio, like they have TV Vizios. I don't know. But these people work for Vizio. And it was, they were studying Vizio, and they were also some people that said they were studying medicine. It wasn't, but I think one person that said they were studying medicine. And then everybody else in the room said they were studying to work for Vizio. They were in school to work for Vizio. Then the dream shifts. It goes back to this lottery situation. Now, the people who were in school for Vizio, to work for Vizio, or to learn Vizio so they could get the job with them, were learning the lottery. They were learning how to work for Vizio to know about the lottery and how a certain amount of people get these numbers and who needs to win and who doesn't need to win. But you're learning the lottery. Now, I don't know who this message is for, y'all, and it's crazy. Now, I end up in this car. Now, in this car was like it was an extremely smart car. And I even said in the dream, I told my friend, she was in the dream, and I told her, I said, your car is just really smart. It had cameras across. You tell it to do something, it would do it. It was automatic. It would do these different things, and cameras and just all kind of stuff. And I said, you have an extremely smart car. It was almost like, what's the car? I think, what's his name? Kit. The car was Kit. But it was this TV show in the 80s. My sister used to watch. I was a little girl. I can't even think about it. I think of the name of it, y'all. I was so little.